Hey, what's going on? D Green here with Impactful Pastors. I'm actually here in Medellin, Colombia right now. And in this video, what I want to talk about is how to use your Facebook profile as a pastor to grow your church, to bring in more members. It's a method that we've been using with the pastors that we work with, and it's really been helping them a lot. So I wanted to create a video to help you guys out as well. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more tips for pastors, for church growth, and social media tips for pastors. I wanted to grow a business. I didn't know how to do it. It's a lazy way of thinking. I don't care what anybody thinks about that. The second thing, God knew what he was doing. And I had to believe it before it happened. So the first thing that you want to do when it comes to using Facebook is you want to know the purpose of your profile. There's too many pastors that I see that think the purpose of their profile is to keep up with old friends or to talk about politics or to, just talk about drama. And that's not the purpose. If you have a small church, if you're struggling to see growth, what you want to make sure that you're doing is leveraging your profile to bring more people in to your ministry, and then obviously bringing those people closer to Christ and helping impact their life. And the first thing that you want to do when it comes to that is you want to optimize your profile. You want to make sure that your profile is super optimized. That way, when people land on your page, they actually know that you are the pastor, and that opens up the door for them to get more involved with their ministry. So how do you do that? The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a good profile picture. Too many pastors that I see have a profile picture that is like their favorite football team or a random cartoon or a random logo or their church logo or a picture with their kids or someone that's not even them, right? What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a profile picture that's you, just you preferably, right? And a picture that shows your face clearly. If it's with you and your spouse, okay, fine. But ideally, let's say if you have a good picture, just use yourself. It could be you preaching or just a good picture of you, but you want a good picture where people can clearly see you and get to know what you look like. So the next thing after you do that is you want to update your cover photo, right? And so that's the image that goes in the back of your photo. You'll see that on Facebook. So same thing with that. Use a picture that's of you, that's a good photo, could be of you preaching, and this one could have more people, could have people that you've impacted or people at your church or just something that's relevant to you and your ministry. Now, after you've done this, and this is one is super important, I see a lot of pastors not doing this, you want to update your bio, and this will let people know, excuse me, who exactly it is that you are and what you do. So that's the text that goes under your profile image and under your cover photo. So you want to update that. You can go in there and click edit bio, I think is what it says. And you want to make sure that you put that you're the pastor of your church. So when people go to your page, like, oh, this is actually a pastor, right? And actually, I think this is called the about section. I'll talk about the bio in a second. I think it's called the about section. You want to update that and put that you're the pastor of your church. You want to put that you're married to whoever your spouse is, and you want to put your location. Now, too many pastors have a whole bunch of random stuff. They have all their interests, all their likes, all their hobbies, and it makes it so long that it takes people forever to get to your actual content, and they leave your page. So you want to make this super, super short. All you need is that you're the pastor, who you're married to, and your location. That's it. You don't need where you went to school and all that stuff. Trust me, that's not really that important to people. So make sure that you update that. Now, let's go back to the bio. The bio should be the text that's right under your photo, right? And so I tell a lot of our pastors, hey, I'm a pastor of so-and-so church, or pastor dad, or whatever the type of impact that you make. A pastor in North Carolina looking to impact families or whatever, right? Make sure that you update that too. That way when people go to your page, they can see, okay, this is a pastor right away. Then underneath that, your about section, and again, it says pastor. Again, you want to make sure that there's no mistake, that when people go to your page, they actually know you're a pastor. There's too many pastors I know that are struggling to see growth. You go to their Facebook page and can't even tell they're pastors. It's like, well, of course, how are people going to come to your church? They don't even know you're a pastor, right? So maybe pause this video, look at your page, and look at how many of those that you actually have done, right? So if you're finding this valuable, do me a favor, in the comments, say valuable. I want to know that the content I'm putting out there is really helping you guys. So if you find this video valuable up to this point, drop a comment, say valuable. Next, after you optimize your profile, something else that I see a lot of pastors skipping, you need to know what type of content to create. Again, we're not using Facebook just to keep up with friends or to post about Donald Trump or to post about how you feel about the vaccine and all that type of stuff, right? That's not what we're here to do. we're here to bring more people into your ministry and more people to Christ. And so the content you should be focused on should be adding value to those that come to your page. And so that means sharing content from your church page if you have one, creating your own videos, so videos of you providing value, just like this video, going live, pre-recorded videos, talking about just delivering a message, adding value, same thing you would do on a Sunday, but say, hey, is this content that I'm producing going to be helping people come closer to Christ? Is it going to be helping people come closer to my ministry? Is it going to be impacting them? Or am I just advertising or spamming? You don't want every post to just be like, don't forget about church on Sunday, don't forget about church on Sunday. Like, that's not going to cut it. You need to add value, right? For those people that don't know about you, they need to be able to see content that brings them in. So be very conscious about the type of content that you are putting on your page. And so up to this point, you should have optimized your profile with what we talked about. And now you should be posting content that's not advertising or spammy. It should be, adding value. And for those that say, well, I don't want it to be all about me, think about it this way. You're not making it about you. You're making it about God. You're just using yourself to display the miracles and the blessing that God has done in your life. It's the same thing that they did in the Bible, right? It's not about David, it's not about Joseph, but we use their lives to show the good things that God can do. Same thing you're doing on your Facebook profile, right? So now that you have your page optimized and you know what to post, what you want to do now is make sure you're personally connecting with those people that connect with your page. So anytime someone likes your content or drops a comment, you want to make sure that you message them and personally connect with them. Don't be the pastor that's just waiting and saying, hey, people are going to see my content and they're going to see my page and they'll come to my church. It's not always true, right? It's kind of like a party. Like, everyone wants to talk to someone, but no one wants to talk to someone. They want them to talk to them. So these people are probably not going to reach out to you, so you need to reach out to them. So when someone engages on your page, send them a message, not a spammy message of, hey, saw that you commented on my post. Please come to church. It starts at 10 a.m. We'd love to see you there. Here's the link. If you want to give, click this link. Don't do all that. Just literally start a conversation like you would in person, which means you would say something like, hey, John, thanks for commenting on my post. How are you? Or, hey, John, saw you like my post. How are you doing? Or, hey, I saw you like my video about our sermon. What did you think of it? And then just go naturally from there, right? And then you'll make a deeper connection with them. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much the basics of how you use your Facebook profile to start to grow your church, right? You have to make real life connections with people, but you have to optimize your profile. That way you can increase the chances of them actually want to connect with you. Because if you send a message, your profile picture looks like something random and your posts are all about politics, they're gonna be like, who the heck is this? This sounds spammy, I'm gonna delete it. Like, people are already conscious of spams and scams and all that type of stuff. But if your profile is optimized and they can tell you're a pastor, they can tell that you're preaching and you're impacting people, when you reach out to them, they're gonna say, oh man, I can't believe this person reached out to me. You're gonna start a connection, start a relationship, and that turns into them coming to your church. And then you just do that on a consistent basis. So hope that helps. Again, let me know in the comments. Just say valuable if that helps. I want to make sure that these videos are really helping you guys. Now, for those of you guys that are like, hey, this really helped, but I would love if there was some more like specific instructions on like exactly what to post, exactly what's the A to Z formula on how to grow. I actually have opened up our calendar for us to actually speak with you personally, right? And so what you can do is you can click the link. I'll put it in the bio, and you can book a strategy call with me or my team. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at your goals, your vision as a pastor, and we'll see how we can help, right? We have a program called Impactful Pastors where we help all kinds of pastors from all over the United States grow their church with the methods, just like we talked about, but also going more in depth on everything, step by step, everything. So what you can do is book a call with us. We can take a look at what you're currently doing. We can share what we're doing with other pastors, and if it's a good fit, we can see how we might be able to work together. So that first call, initially 100% free. Book a call, and then we'll actually also send you our program brochure, which talks about our program and how we've helped others, testimonials, pricing, everything like that. So feel free to book that call. And then also If maybe right now is not a good time for you to book a call, or you would like to learn more about what we do, there's also going to be a link in the bio for a free training I did called the Pastor's Blueprint to Accelerating Small Church Growth. So you can check that training out, which even goes more in depth about what we talked about today and also the other strategies. So there's a ton of resources I'm putting out to help you guys. So book the call, watch the free training. And also make sure if this video is valuable to you, that you hit the thumbs up and let me know that, hey, this is helping you guys. So it's all about that kingdom growth. It's not about the numbers and just having a number for the sake of numbers, but the devil wants souls. So let's take those souls from him, add them to God. Hope this video helps. D Green with Impactful Pastors. Talk to you guys on the next one.